Hey, what's poppin'? My name is Miladies. I am your spirit shifter here, guiding you on your journey towards self awareness. And today we will be talking about what? Today is day 10. Congratulations for being here 10 days straight. Whether if you're grabbing some notes, whether if you're preparing yourself to watch the challenge over, um, gathering your information to build your money mindset. Today, we're exploring investment education. And this is a disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. This is going to be tips and suggestions based on people I have interviewed, workshops that I have attended, as well as having friends and family who have invested in some of the areas that we're going to be talking about. Now, with that being said, please do your diligent research. Okay. Again, this is a educational purpose video. All right. Let me drink some water. All right. So, first and foremost, as usual, grateful that you are here. Grateful to be with you in this process of shifting our money mindset, not just looking our bi-weekly income or weekly income and feeling that that is all that we can achieve when it comes to our finances. All right. We are here to explore different options from investment to, excuse me, from investment to savings, how to clear our money mindset, how to connect with our money mindset in a spiritual way. And as I mentioned today, this is an educational purpose video. I would ask you to highly do more diligent research when it comes to investment. I'm here to provide suggestions, okay? Okay. Who's that? Hey, Rich Rising. Again, I'm grateful for you, because you are me and I am you. And we're here together. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. What does that do for us as a community? It helps us bring more like minded people to assist us in cultivating what we desire. There are times where we have no one who is in the space of where we are asking ourselves to be. Right. So, what do? Surround yourself with people who are already there. Okay. So, share with a friend. And don't forget to check out my solo too at G Hood Buddha so that you can get updated with, all the stuff that's happening with us, how to work with me, and all of that. So again, today is day 10. Congratulations. We have 4 more days. Come on, we could do this. Okay. Let's talk about the introduction to basic investment, right? What is the concept of it? I shared that this is information that I gathered doing interviews with investment and stockbrokers as well as friends and family members. So let's do the definition and the purpose of investing, right? What is investing? Investing is us committing our money to grow for us in the current moment or in a long term process. Is the way we earn profit over time. What y'all thinking about? Hey, it's a way for us to increase our values. I know this is a topic that some of us may not be interested in it because get confused. It can get confusing. Down below, I have an article that Money USA News wrote in regards to free tools tools and workshops on how to get deeper into investment. I also have a book down below that talks about simple and easy ways to invest. So it's not just this video. I am eager to encourage you to get deeper into this, especially for those of us who may not be interested in doing a side hustle. This can also be a side hustle with caution, because we'll get into the nitty gritty. All right. So it's basically how you create asset for yourself, and then you expect a certain amount back. Think about investment in that way. Put it in something to get it back. And you know what? The other day, I know I got ADHD right now, but damn, everything's over there. I found the etymology of the word investment. Let's do that so y'all can know what investment. We about doing all of this. You got time. What is the etymology of investment? Mm, interesting. I know, right? Y'all waiting for me to tell y'all. Hold on. Interesting. The etymology of invest means to clothe, to surround. That's interesting. All right. So, why did we look up the word investment? So that we can know how we're treating our money and where are we guiding our money. So I, we both found out right now. Don't come at me. So I had a different etymology on it, but we'll leave it there. Don't worry about it. So when it comes to your investment, what is the purpose of investing? The purpose of investing is to build wealth over time. Now, we talk about riches, we talk about wealth, right? And it's to prepare ourselves for the future. It can be for anything you desire. It doesn't have to be just stock and bonds, all right? It doesn't have to be the mutual funds or any of those things. It can literally be you putting in some abundance, some funds, some moolah, some dinero into a object, a property, a stock that's going to bring back money to you, so that you're not where you started. Now, obviously, we'll talk about all the risks and things like that. So it could also be investing in a college fund for your kids. It can be for you to achieve any type of goal. So when you think about investment, don't let it stop you there. Think about it as something that's going to be returning to you, and you have many options on how to invest. All right. So if you want TikTok, you need to go on YouTube to find out the different type of investments. All right. So we had stocks. Everybody heard about stocks. We heard about Wall Street. A stock is basically you being a representative in a company and holding an ownership to it. That's the basic that we can say about stock, right? You buy a stock and you become a shareholder. And from there, whatever happens to that company, its growth benefits you. So we can go as simple as people buying stocks from Nike. And so whatever profit Nike has, those shareholders are able to receive some compensation from the increase when the stock goes up in Nike. That's as simple as it can be, right? But obviously, it gets deeper, and there is numbers added, and it is very, very highly important for you to have a financial advisor and someone who is indeed savvy in this area. But this is us just getting to know what that is. What is a bond? A bond is a loan that investors make into corporations or governments, right? And in return, the bond issuer pays Yes, I'm reading because I have to let y'all know what this is. Pays a It pays a predetermined amount so that you'll be able to mutually receive the same amount together. So basically, you're investing into a corporation. A lot of us have stock bonds. Some of us was given bonds before, right? So you know what I'm talking about. Here is the important thing about bonds. You have to make sure that you know where you're investing your money. What corporation is it? What government company are you investing in? Bonds, I do hear from what I've been told, are have deeper investigation. There's more studying to do with that. Okay. Mutual funds. The mutual funds are investment vehicles made up of pool funds. So mutual funds, you hear the word mutual, there's more people involved. All right. And as a collective, you all have stock, bonds, money market, and other assets that are built together. And through that, you're able to invest a certain amount of money and it gets spread it around. So as you having a certain amount of stocks and bonds so that you can be able to maximize your money. All right. And they say these are managed by professional money managers. Okay. Now you can be your own professional. I'm not saying you can't. For the purpose of the video, find a professional. Real estate, everybody is aware of real estate. Real estate is an investment property, right? We're investing in a property where we purchase a residential or a commercial space and we go ahead and offer it out to other people to rent, or you yourself use it as a way to make profit off of it. In other words, you let people live there, or you rent out the space to somebody, or you turn your home into an apartment space where you have people living there. And we've heard this before, and you've seen a lot of people talk about this. So let's talk about the risk of returns. What are the risks when we put in, and what is the payoff, so that we can understand what we're getting into. Hey, hola, hola. Oh, thank you. All right. So the risk of return trade-off. When it comes to investing, there's a degree of a risk, as we all know. So what happens here is you knowing that you're making this decision, having an emergency fund already set up for you, right? Your bills are in its space. When you are investing, you may not get it back, right? Depending on what happens, what you're doing, who you with, where you at. So it does talk about being prepared for that, right? So there's something that's called doing things at our own risk, right? It does involve a lot of trust when you invest. That doesn't mean that you're not going to be profitable. That just means you have to have a lot of confidence within self to know that this is going to be a great investment for you, and also pamper yourself if there is failure, because that, again, that money may not come back. So definitely recognizing when you are doing investment, this can happen. Diversification. All right. Investment across all classes can reduce risk, right? So being able to know how to spread out your investor profile, that's what they call it when you have stocks and bonds. You have an investor profile, and being able to have different assets can help you minimize your risk and your returns. Minimize meaning because if you put a little bit, then your return might be a little bit, all right? But also it helps you feel safe that something's happening with your money and it's growing some way, somehow. And it says here that it also helps you protect. All right. feel protected. Now, the importance of investment timelines. So there's the short versus the long term. The short term is something as simple as, for us that are in communities of people who trust each other, we have this thing called susu, right? Or something, it's just a loan within a community, right? And what they do is they trust one person to collect $5,000 from each person. Every month, somebody comes in, we give the money, and one person is picked to get the $5,000. But yet, every month, we all still chipping in, right? Those are quick, fast investments. Those are like basically, like I said, susus. If you don't know about that, look it up, act around. That happens a lot in within trusted communities where we again, there's a large pot, $5,000. We're all investing for the next 5 months, $5,000, so that we can be able to do whatever you want with your money. Those are short investment, right? Another short investment can be buying a product that's gonna have you return some money, right? Whether I'm I'm thinking of an artist right now. An artist, you invest in your painting products, and with that, that's a short investment that then in return you receive long-term pay, right? So then the long-term one is you having patience to know that yes, maybe within 3 years to 5 years is when you're going to see your abundance come into fruition. We have to prepare yourself for that. So just knowing that there's that long-term plan, that short-term plan. What are we doing? How are we doing it? Today we'll go through a small way on building, getting to basically preparing yourself like a sorry, is like there's a lot going on today. Preparing yourself, having a checklist to prepare yourself to set up for investment. That's what I'm going to give you today. Work with me, y'all. Work with me. Planning according to your life goals. All right. How is this conducive to where you're at right now? Is it a great time to invest? All right. Or is there something that's coming up? Is there a retirement plan, retirement savings that are coming up? Is there a 401k that's dropping? Right. What's coming up that's gonna allow you to know that, hey, in this time of my life, I'm gonna be able to do this investment and I'm okay with it. All right. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. All right. So now let's get into let me know if you're someone who does know about investing and stocks and bonds and stuff like that. We'll bring you on because we definitely want to know some more. All right. Becoming like, what is the benefit of educating yourself as an investor? This is all part of your money mindset. Just allowing yourself to feel as if you can achieve some type of investment and get a return allows us to open up the space to receive more abundance, right? And to really get deep into how are we connecting with our abundance? Are we just letting it, delegating it towards one area of our life, or are we opening up to letting our money go to places that there will be some type of return? It's like having this trust with your money. All right. The benefit of becoming educated, you can make informed decisions when it comes to your money. You'll have knowledge on how to invest, when to invest. You'll, I want to say, feel more proud of yourself. There's this sense of confidence when you understand a bit more on how can you grow your money without taking so much risk, or with taking a little bit of risk, knowing that at the end of it, you'll be able to use it for that desire that you chose. Again, investing in a home, the desire is within 10 years to be able to make $1 million off of that home. You understand? What are your goals? Being able to empower yourself through education. All right. When you're knowledgeable on what investment is, how you're investing, where you're investing, you're able to create stable future financial goals for yourself. Excuse me. You can also reduce dependency on like a financial advisor once you become educated on that. All right. So it's very important to check out, free workshops or get into what investment is through a course, through a book. And if you don't want to read the book, there's audios. I put the audio down below that you can use. And I think that one is like an hour. We spend an hour on Instagram or TikTok. I'm gonna always mention that. All right. Some resources that you can use. All right. You can go to an online course, workshop. All right. There's books and podcasts, like I shared. There's a book called The Intelligent Investor by Benjamin Graham. All right. And then there's another book called The Little Book of Common Sense Investing by John C. Bogle, Bogle. So these books can be great for you to begin opening up your mindset when it comes to investment. Again, if investment is not for you, we get it. Nonetheless, this is for the people that are ready to expand their mindset when it comes to how big can your money grow. And again, also building trust. All right. Practical steps to start investing. You can start with small apps, right? There are apps out there like Acorn or Stash, right? Acorn or Stash, yeah. Those are very good to play around with, right? To see what it's all about, is to like get your toes, I like dipping your toes and seeing what investment is all about. Again, there's also people on YouTube for educational purposes. You can take notes and then actually go and visit someone who is in person or talk to somebody over the phone. This is all about investigating and getting yourself in the mode of knowing what investment is before jumping into it. Okay. And then consider low index funds. Low index funds are different type of bonds and stocks that you can safely put your money into, and it's not much of, it's like a low risk. So prime example, if you invest $5 to $10 into uh, a stock or mutual fund, you'll be able to know that, okay, those $10, if they grow or they don't, at least that was $10, right? All right. So the resources, like I shared, go down below and you can check out different workshops that are going to assist you in getting deeper into what investment is. I read a lot of financial books. Like I really do. I have a lot. Well, I have 14 days of books that I'm gonna share with you guys. Those are 14 books that I have read, that I have digged into when it comes to finances. So, and the workshops that I put down there are free. So you can't say, "Oh, I can invest in a workshop to know about investment." All right. So practical steps. Is this because Mercury's going retrograde? Are we on our shadow period? Let me see. Because today is going crazy. Yeah, we're about to enter the shadow period. I don't know, but let me get it together. When you're creating an investment plan, you want to set your goals in a clear way where you understand what your financial situation is now and what you desire for your financial future to look like. All right. So let's go through this quick, make it, I always say quick, right? So for this activity, you don't have to do it now. You can always come back to it. All right. but I'm going to share because this is what I'm here. You're going to have a pen or a digital note taker, right? You're going to go ahead and get your financial statements and your budgets for reference. And then you're going to take the investment resources, such as the list that I got down below, or any type of program that you already know that you want to invest in, any bonds, whoever it is that you're after, get them with you. And then what you're going to do is you're going to assess your financial situation, like I said, start a budget. Once you start a budget, you're going to check if you build your emergency funds. All right. Most of the times, the emergency funds is double your monthly expenses. What does that do for you? It allows you time. Time if something happens, right? You always know that your roof is secure. And they also always say to, when I say double, excuse me, I said double your monthly. My apologies. 6 months to a year. I don't know where that came from. Somebody does that. 6 months to a year, your emergency funds. What does that look like, right? Start your budget, emergency fund. When you're goal setting, you're going to identify your financial goals. Write down, is this going to be for 1 to 3 years? Is it going to be for 3 to 10 years? Or is it going to be an investment for 10 plus years, right? What are your financial goals? There's time, measurable things, right? Put it in that time. Then this could, some of the examples that I have here is you could be doing it for vacation. Again, investment doesn't have to be that scary. You can invest in your future trip. I do that all the time. I learned from when I was younger to pay for my trip 9 months ahead of time. So that's an investment that I'm doing so that by the time that 9 months come, everything's already paid off. I'm having fun. All right. So it could also be your child's education and again, retirement, whatever your goal may be. All right. Then when you're doing your goal setting, assign monetary values and deadlines. All right. How much of what you're going to be investing and for how long. All right. So that way you'll be able to concentrate on what your target financial goal is. All right. Risks. There are some online, there are some risk tolerance evaluation. All right. I didn't get that one, but I'm gonna put the quiz down below and you can check for yourself what is your comfort level of taking risk. Some of you is like, I don't know about taking any risk. Cool, no problem. What is your level? How risky are you? I want to say, based on zodiac signs, I want to say air signs and fire signs are quite risky, right? So Gemini, Aquarius, Libras, Aries, Leos, and Sagittarius, they're more at the pace of being risky than the water signs or the earth signs. Earth signs, yeah, ain't really that risky at all. All right, focus. All right. And then when you're in a space of knowing what your risk level is, also match investment to your risk level. What is your overall outcome? How is your investment going to help you with the choices that you're making? Like, is the amount that you're investing giving you anxiety? Is it causing you depression? Do you regret investing that amount? All right. Think about that. Go with the level on how you feel with the investment. All right. When it comes to, this is sidebar, when it comes to the lotto, some of us are risky. Some of us be like $10 on that one number because you felt that that one number is going to blow up for you. And for some people, it does. That's risk taking. And that's as simple as I can say it without even going too deep into the stock market. We invest in playing lotto for some of us. Like I said, I've gone to the store to play numbers for the old heads. You know what I mean? You ladies. Put $20 on this. I said $20 on the whole number? Oh, okay. Risk taking. That was the sidebar. So, what is the level of it when it comes to your investment and the risk level? All right. And what is your tolerance to it? Choose investing, right? When you're choosing your investing, what options are you going for? Are you going for stock? Are you going for real estate? Are you going for a mutual fund? Are you going for ETFS fund? Go look it up. All right. I'm gonna make you do some homework. All right. Then again, the strategy of diversification when it comes to your options, being able to spread it out. The suggestion here is not putting all your money in one stock, bond, or one stock. Excuse me, one stock. You can go ahead and put it in a mutual fund. You can do a real estate investment as well. But what are the risks? How much are you going to put out there? All right. Setting up an investment timeline. Create a purchase plan when it comes to your money and what you desire. When you get that investment back, what are you going to do with it? You put in 10 years on a stock and it got you $20 million, right? What are you going to do with it? What is the purpose, right? They always say, what is your why? What is the purpose of this? If it's for your retirement fund, begin to create a plan of what that retirement fund looks like. I've known people that are elderly. I told you elderly people is my peoples. They sit there and they actually know what cruise they're going to, uh, what bingo casino space they're going to. They have a plan on how their day is going to be going when they're going to be using their investment. Excuse me, their retirement funds because they invested in their retirement fund. I say that because I took some of them. I'll be taking some of them to the casinos. All right. And then review schedule. Review quarterly, semi annually, or annually your stocks, your bonds, adjust your investment plans. All right. These are ways that you can actually sit here and start yourself off and considering what is an investment. Some people might say a car is not an investment. You don't worry about what other people say. You think about it. Our car can be an investment for anybody who does Uber, for anybody who uses their car as their job. So allow yourself to know what is an investment to you. Okay. All right. So in your review, creating this plan, what you're going to do, you're going to do a financial assessment. What are your goals? What is your risk tolerance, right? Choosing your investment and reviewing your timeline. This is what is going to help you create a mindset for investment. And don't forget to use affirmations for this. Affirmation. If you don't know anybody that can assist you with investment, this is a great time to exercise. Why is it so easy for me to meet high knowledgeable people who invest in a low risk way? I don't know. This is the time to again, when we don't have something in our lives, we begin to ask for it to show up rather than to look for it. Because I know it could give us some anxiety sometimes to look for things. All right. We almost done. We almost done. We almost done. I know that again, this is a topic that some of y'all is like, what? And then I'm just gonna give you guys a few examples. Y'all hear them screaming out here? Welcome to Harlem. If y'all could hear them. If not, these are great noise cancelers. Yeah, I'll be putting these things late. Where's the example at? All right, whatever. Let's do this. All right. So one of the examples for investing can be a micro investing challenge. That is where you can use an app and you can put as little as $5 to $10 a week to see what happens, to test things out. Now, if you don't have $5 to $10 a week, again, you could do $5 a month, $10 a month. It's about taking low risk, right? Also, another way for you to get into investment is getting into a book club. What is the community reading when it comes to investment? If not a book club, again, with the podcasting. Another example for you to be more aware on how to invest is to physically attend seminars. All right. There's people always giving out good advice when it comes to how to make more money, how to achieve your financial goals, how to invest. It doesn't mean that you have to follow them. It just means that you are learning a new strategy when it comes to investment. Again, if you're not a person who enjoys investment, hand it over to somebody else, but know that you're interested in upgrading your finances, right? And when you're interested in upgrading your finances, it does talk about you taking different avenues. All right. So sit with this, look up some stuff, research some things, sit back, and if it's meant for you to create some type of space for you to invest, allow yourself to go down that road. You never know where you'll end up. You never know who you will meet. Maybe somebody will invest in you and you'll know how to have them invest in you. So it doesn't just have to be you investing in something. This could also be creating space for people to invest in you, especially if you're like a business owner or any of those things. All right. So go contact that friend that annoyed you about investment and see what they're saying. Nonetheless, tomorrow we'll be talking about different avenues of income, how we can, like, what areas can we go to open up and amplify our ability to receive more abundance, even while having our 9 to 5. So I'll give you guys some suggestions on hobbies and jobs and, all that good stuff to hype you up, hype you up. All right. So overall, I love y'all. If you do know about investment, if you want to come on here and we'll talk about that, that'll be beautiful. What is your story on investment? For me personally, when it comes to investment, I hand it off. I have a profile, manage that for me, right? I got to take care of people, sick people. I got to, you know what I mean? I got to do other things. Nonetheless, like I shared, I become savvy within this area so I can know what the hell they talking about, right? And that's as simple as you having a notebook, writing the definition of what these things mean. So when you do meet up with somebody, you know what they're talking about. Be kind to yourself. Maybe investment is not for you. Maybe it is. Test the waters. Again, this is part of the money mindset challenge. I'll see you on day 11 tomorrow at 8:30. I love you.